Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, so this video real quick is just going to be on setting up the asset library. So I made a new asset library that's available for everybody. I'll show you where it's at first. So if we go to GitHub, right? So CDDT Reborn GitHub, go down here at the bottom. This is on the wiki, so go to the wiki section. Right here at the bottom, I've got the CDDT male and female base mesh file. Click on that. It'll take you to a place to download it. You can go ahead and download it. Whatever, I don't care. But I already have it, so I don't need to download it. Once you have it downloaded, go ahead and put it somewhere where you need it, so or you can access it. So what I do is I have a Blender folder, I have asset libraries, and then it needs to be in its own folder. So in this case, it is right here, right? And then this is the stuff that's in it. That's it. That's cool. So just put it there, whatever folder. When you want to make sure it's accessible, you're going to go up to Edit, Preferences. You'll go to File Paths, and then you're going to hit this plus sign. Now you're going to navigate to wherever that folder is at. So Asset Libraries. You'll click on the folder. It'll say No Items, and then you'll say Add Asset Library. Make cancel because it's already in here, and it will show up in this list, right? And that's it. Go ahead and save your preferences. I have autosave on, but you can do that. Now down here, just like in all of these, you can change your different modes. You just go to here, go to Asset Library, and this is at the current file, but I could find that thing here. I can look at all libraries, and everything that I have shows up here. Or I can go to the female section, set it to all, and I've got all this stuff in here. So I'll just quickly go over what's in here so you can use it. Yeah. All right. So first thing, we can go to female, and we have the female body. Let's go ahead and zoom in on it. All right. So we got, just as a base body, it's got the head and it's just a common base mesh right here for the females. There's no bone set to it, but this has both the MSL and the PRP bones on, or weights on it, so it can be used with both rigs. I use this to transfer all of my weights. This one has different keys on it, and what that means is I can go to this one, and I can go over here to this little, what is it called, the data section. And if I scroll down, there'll be a section called shape keys, and then here you can set shape keys for different characters, right? So like I said, Asuka, you can see it changes. Here, we'll zoom in a little bit more so you can see it. You got Asuka, right? If I go down to Miari, let's see Lydia right here. Turn this on, right? Yeah, Miari, right? Cool. And then I've got a bunch of other little things in here you can mess with or not. It's up to you. But yeah, so this uses shape keys. I will suggest when you bring this stuff in, set your import settings to append before you bring it in. And bring it in. And then once you have it to whatever character you want it to be at, just make sure you apply that. So I can say apply all shape keys, and this will be the shape of this character. Alright, I also got this little head mask here. This is just the mask for the females. So I use this for when I'm doing my render shots, but that's just all that is. These are your actual rigs. So if I click it, this is the MSL rig, this is the PRP rig. The cool thing about this is if I say I take this girl right here, let's set her at 0. Alright, and I'm just going to use the frame selected. Look at it. So if I grab this MSL rig here, oops, like this, set this to 0, I can go ahead and parent this girl to this rig, right click, parent, armature deform, and now I can go ahead and move around, right? Cool, works great. If I want to set it to the PRP, I can go ahead and clear her from that parent. I'm going to hide this. Let's grab the PRP one, bring it in. Set that to 0. Now we'll go ahead and parent her to this one. Parent armature deform. I can now go to pose mode, and I can still move around with this armature as well. So that makes things a lot easier and in a lot of situations. Now for the MSL rigs, so I'm going to go ahead and parent. I'm going to clear this parent, and I'm just going to delete this for now. Turn this one back on. Go ahead and parent her back to it. Alright, so if I go into pose mode, select everything, I can use one of these poses as well. So I have a relaxed pose that I created. So she's just kind of sitting with her arms down. And then I have a spread pose. Oops. Ooh, which I might need to fix. For whatever reason. Make sure it's all hidden there. Alright, so her leg is not done. So I'm going to have to update this. So I'll update that shortly. But that just gives a spread pose. I think the guy one works as well. So let's test it. So yeah. Before we go to that, we'll go ahead and take a look at this. This is the meta rig. So when I start doing rig matching stuff, this is set to the Tekken 8 female proportions. So that way when I do my rig matching, you'll be able to see how that works. That's kind of cool. So I'll get into that when I'm actually doing the mods. So if I go ahead and let me see right now, turn that back on. I'm going to see if the male pose works for her. So spread. Okay, so it works for her as well. And there's a relaxed one that's a little bit more set to the guy, so that's why the arms are in there. But this is what I use whenever I'm trying to see how things are stretching in the armpits and in the legs area right here. So that's what I use that for. So for right now, for the time being, until I update it, the reason why I have two different ones is because it's slightly, the way that the hips move are different, and so these ones are a little bit cleaner. We have a nice shoulder pose right there, where it looks closer to how it should. So that's all that is. That's pretty simple. But this is a very simple setup right here on this. Same thing for the guys. Let me go ahead and find the next song. Alright, so for the guys, same situation. Or mostly the same situation, I believe. Let's see. So we got the guy body here. We'll set that to 0. Oh, keep in mind, if you're in a situation like this and you click on the body. Oh, this one's saying 0. Okay, cool. This one's attached to the rig. So this is already on the MSL rig, which you can take it off and on, whatever you want to. But we can throw a pose on it as well, right? Cool. Nice. And I think, and I'm not sure, alright, I think I have some cameras I can bring over as well. So I might do one more update to this this asset setup, but it's ready to use as it is right now. So I just want to make sure I show people how to set it up and what's in here so they can use it when they need to. I'm going to check something real quick. I'm going to open up the blend file. There we go. So where this helps is if, say, you want to add something to your asset library here, what you would do is you would just right click, open up the blend file like I just did, and then it will open it up. And this is what the actual blend file looks like. And in this particular blend file, I have this scene here, and I don't think I can save it, but what I am going to do, oh, here's what you can do, right? So let's do, this. I'll show you how to do this. So let's go ahead and I'll show you how to append. So I'm going to File, Append, and I'm going to go to that asset browser, right? I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to look for scene in this case. Right, scene. I'm going to grab this rendering scene, and I'm going to hit Control Z because I don't want it here. I'm going to go ahead. I already have a rendering scene, so I'm going to make a new scene right here. I'm going to see if it just appends it right here. I thought it would bring the whole scene over, which it didn't. I just took everything. Oh, it's not bringing everything. So that kind of sucks. But nonetheless, you can actually access this, and I'll show you how this works. So if you wanted to use this, one of the things you could do is this. Here, I'll show you. This one is kind of cool. So I can go to scene, right? And let's create a new scene, and we'll set it up. And we'll call this one startup, something like that. All right, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to go into that right now. I'm going to keep it to just this. So that's all this video is going to be about. It's just the asset library. I don't want to make a 3,000 hour video like I always do. So I'm going to leave it right there, and I think we're good. So check it out. It's on my GitHub. I have an updated one for the pose, but it's not absolutely necessary. And that's it. And so the next video I'm going to do is going to be going into kind of just getting a initial setup for your mod ready. All right, cool.